Hi guys, how are we doing today? We doing okay?
Yo,
What up, man?
Welcome back to the Final Say Pod. You know what I'm saying? We have some selective games going on today. Some good stuff going on for you guys today. It's gonna be a banger of episode. Because yours truly is here. We also have Hot Take Jake and Money Matt. Oh, it's Matty Ice right now. My bad.
He's
Y'all
not
say
Money
hi.
Matt this week.
Y'all say hi to the people, man.
I love it, man. What's going on, guys? Glad. Hey, we had our biggest viewership last pod. Thank you out to everybody that did watch. Proud of y'all.
Thank you to everyone
Hopefully,
who
we can keep
suffered.
y'all listening.
Thank you to everyone who suffered through that bad audio. I will not let it happen to you again. I apologize.
what's that name on?
It's one you gave me, Matt.
Oh, I
So,
didn't.
what you did give it?
I didn't.
No,
But
he's lying.
someone
How you
went
gonna
viral
lie?
about that.
How you gonna lie on the? How you gonna lie on the pod? You know what I'm saying? That's why we started the pod so you wouldn't lie.
This is subliminal to my wife.
Well, you didn't have to say that. Now she knows that Matt's throwing a subliminal at her.
I'm not.
Whoever put it up.
Jennifer, if you're listening, this was Jake's idea.
No, it's not.
110% Jake's idea.
It's
He
not
edited.
funny.
I don't have admin control, so he edited and did it himself.
I don't. He took my admin away, so this is
I don't
Yeah,
actually.
have it. Yeah, Matt
Jake's
has it.
Jake's the main
We can
character in this
record it.
pod.
If you don't stop.
Yo, she'll believe that part. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, she will. She'll talk her shit. Saying that I talk too much. That's
So
fun, though.
the first thing we have going on right now is Alabama versus Georgia. Move them up to number one, thankfully, knocking down that other team that no one talks about. Um, we were all sitting at the bar. I didn't say any takes. I wasn't highly invested. And then we started watching the game, started drinking a couple of beers, and I said, you know what, guys? Alabama's going to win this one. And then when it looked like he was going to do something, possibly a little comeback, Alabama proves to you why they should be number one. So with that being said, Matt, go ahead, bro, because you cried the most at the bar. Go ahead.
I did. I really did. You know, Alabama was spanking Georgia. It was bad. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I watching? Um, this isn't the same Georgia team like it was a year ago or 2 years ago. Um, but Alabama, they looked really good. What can I say? Jalen Milrow looked like Lamar Jackson out there. He was throwing dots. He was running the ball. It was a bad game. At one point, it was 28-0. I was like, "What's going on, Georgia?" Um, Congratulations to Alabama. I told you that head coach Jake was no one to mess with. Congratulations, Alabama, man. Like I don't know what else to say.
You also had them losing, so let's not overhype
Absolutely,
them.
I did.
Mind you, they had that lead. Did Georgia ever take a lead on them?
Very last minute,
Okay,
very
so can
for
we
for
trust
for,
Alabama with that?
for like 7 seconds.
Can This is my question. I get that Alabama won, so be it. But can they really be trusted having that big of a lead and letting Georgia come all the way back on them? Even Juan was over there starting to bite his nails. He never bites his nails. He was wondering, oh man, this is not looking good after all. So, I mean, in the end, in your opinion, I want to ask you this, Matt. After this game, do you trust Alabama more? Because I sure don't.
Usually, like when a team gets a big lead like that, they take their foot off the gas pedal.
That far out to where you let a lead go past you?
Hmm
I get understanding maybe you're up 21-8-0 and then they give you 14 or something, but to let a whole lead come back? I don't know. Here's what I'll say. You're right. Georgia's not the same. And I believe it only gets worse for them because they got to see Texas here in the next couple weeks. Good luck with that. But if I'm really thinking about it, I don't see Alabama and I don't think they deserve the number one spot. Georgia's not as great. They almost blew that lead, in my opinion. I saw the damn game with my own two eyes. They didn't look promising. Their defense is not the same. They let 34 points of their own come back. So come on, man. I don't see Alabama as anything to mess with, as in we have to worry about them later in the season for the college playoffs. I think they could be upset very easily, especially in the first round of this playoffs. Jalen Milroe or bust, in my opinion.
I mean, the only reason why they moved up to number 1 is because Georgia was number 2 when they took
Just
them out.
stupid.
And
Georgia didn't even deserve
unfortunately,
number
they had
2.
to move Texas down 1 spot. So
Yeah, it's dumb.
don't worry, we'll get it back after we beat Oklahoma in 2 weeks.
And then we have Georgia after that.
Absolutely, back to back.
We better stay there.
Georgia's number 5 right now. Right now.
Well, they barely lost, so that's why they just dropped down 3 spots.
I'm just saying. And if anybody's watching, really think about it. Can you trust Bama after that win? I can't.
I can.
No, I can't. You're crazy if you believe in them.
Absolutely.
We'll be talking about a Big 12 team that I hope sees them, because I dare them to let that Big 12 team come at them. Oh, man, I love that. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Texas Tech?
Not Texas Tech. There's a Big 12 team that's up and running like no other, like I said they would.
Yeah, congratulations. They beat a UCF team.
All I'm saying is you let Shador get that lead on you, he don't stop. He going to beat you. All I'm saying is that Bama, you better hold off, because it's only going to get worse for you.
If even Colorado even makes the playoffs.
They will. They got Kansas State this week.
Kansas State looked really good against Oklahoma State.
They did, but at the same time, they lost 2 weeks ago pretty bad to BYU, right?
BYU, I told you they're sneaky.
Yeah, please stop.
They're sneaky.
If we're not if you want to talk about reaching, reach for the stars on that one. They're not that great. Come on. Like I said, this game next week is for the Big 12 championship, in my opinion. Who wins this game next week, it's over. It chooses Colorado or Kansas State. That's the one of the Big 12 right there.
You forget about Utah.
I'm not afraid of them.
You're forgetting about
See what happens.
Who'd you say won?
You're forgetting about Texas Tech.
Yeah, anyways, let's move on.
Everybody forgets about those guys.
Natty, guys, what are we doing?
Who?
They keep beating the teams you guys say they're going to lose to.
Okay,
They
they
lucked out
almost
that
lost.
they didn't have a kicker.
I'm just saying.
Who they play? Cincinnati, right?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, they didn't have a kicker. He kicks the ball right. It hits the field goal. They win. Or they tie up, and it goes into OT.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Texas Tech almost blew that. So
It's just like Alabama, Cornell almost blew that.
absolutely, but they still won though. You know, against a good Georgia team. Y'all played Cincinnati.
Hell no, I don't trust that.
Stop.
Don't worry.
Get out of here.
It'll be proven.
Well, essentially, that was all the college football that we watched. There wasn't anything else that we thought was worth talking about besides Alabama moving up 1. Texas going 2. And yeah, that's pretty much all the college we have. Anything else? Anybody else? Anything else?
No.
You're good. I'm ready for next week. We'll get ready on the Thursday for those next games, the next big ones. Oh, here we go.
So,
run your victory lap.
Smiling.
Run your victory lap, Juan.
I was just reading the screen and oh, guys, I don't know what to tell you guys. You know, when you're right, you're right. You just it was just such a good game. I mean, what more do you want? I guess the Lamar colored glasses really are what they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to say. You know, shout out to Bottom Line Sports for being in the comments saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. Didn't I say we're gonna implement Derrick Henry in this run game? Didn't I say that? That's all they needed. 24 carries for 199. I kept saying it over and over again. The run game was gonna kill them. And Jake even was like, all these nonsense stats and and I gave you the stats because I gave you them for a reason. When I do my research and I put my head in the game, I know what I'm talking about. And it wasn't even a game. Can we even call this a game? 35-10?
No, it wasn't a game, but I'll get into why I think it wasn't.
Lamar Jackson, 13 for 18, 156 with 2 scoring touchdowns.
156. Wow.
Well, he didn't have to do anything when the run game was what I said was going to win, right? What did I say? Y'all repeat it to me because I like hearing it when I'm right. Go ahead. Somebody tell it to me.
The Ravens won.
And why did they win? Why did they win?
Derrick Henry went off.
Thank you. And you said Derrick Henry stopping himself. He's going
Absolutely.
2 yards and he's not
I
going to
have
do
him on
it.
fantasy. He hasn't given me much points. This was the first time he gave me some good
You
points.
averaged 8 yards a carry.
Yep. I can't wait to get into what I'm going to say about this.
Well, then go ahead and say what you're going to say. But all I will say is shout out to the Bottom Line Sports for being in our comments. And if y'all didn't know, that's Jake's other pod that he's on. Shout out Flo for being a number 1 fan. So go ahead, Jake.
Here's what I'll say. Remember what I said last game? Last pod. I said when we asked this question, was it a must-win for the Ravens or for the Bills? I said the Bills for this reason. The Bills hoodwinked us all over again. We thought for a second after going 3-0 and the way they were destroying teams the past 3 weeks, we thought this was serious. That's what I believed. Hey, they got me again, man. Somehow again, they got away with murder again on me because these guys look like absolute trash. Josh Allen, I'm tired of seeing this. When you play a Lamar, when you play a Burrow, when you play a Mahomes, you always come up short. It's getting ridiculous. If we're going to take the Bills seriously, you have to show us why. I'm tired of seeing this. Because when it counts most and these big-time games happen, you've lost these games. In the playoffs before, you lost to Mahomes. The year before that, you lost to Burrow. And now I'm seeing you losing to Lamar. I don't believe that you're the 4th or 5th best quarterback in the AFC. I think you're either top 3, could be 2 arguably. But the way you're showing me right now is nothing to make me feel any good at all. This is ridiculous. And honestly, what makes it worse is this division so trash, in my opinion. We saw what happened to the Jets. They sucked. The Dolphins just threw a stinker out there. And, of course, nobody believes in the Patriots. They're going to win this because of how bad the division is. But I can't take them seriously anymore. It's ridiculous, man. Josh Allen, if you don't want Sean McDermott fired, you have to do something better than a divisional round show up and get your ass whooped. I'm sorry. You got to show up this year. If y'all do not make the AFC Championship game, I think Sean McDermott's fired. I tried to say this last year. I think I was a year behind. Sean's getting fired this year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's ridiculous watching that. That wasn't even competitive.
I think it's a slight overreaction, to be honest with you.
An ass kicking like that?
Slight overreaction. His offensive line wasn't helping him at all. Let's be honest. Josh Allen was running for his life half the time.
Matt, that boy looked up. He was down that much. Sean McDermott's a defensive head coach.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's going on here, man? I saw gaping holes. Hold on, real quick, before you go on. Derrick Henry was running like he was on 7-on-7 right now. 7-on-7 drills.
Mm-hmm.
I saw gaping ass holes the whole game. I said, what the hell's going on here, man? Just straight dumb.
I mean, I can't really name a defensive lineman on that team, to be honest with you. It was bad. It was pretty bad. Derrick Henry did whatever he whenever he wanted. Credit to Juan. But
I called him.
Hey, man, it was an ass kicking. There's not much more to say.
After the State Farm commercial that I saw, I was like, yo, I got to give this dude a call so that I can win. You know what I'm saying? I had to call Derrick Henry and let him know, hey, don't make me look like a fool on this pod, all right? Because
shut up.
Can they keep doing it, though? Can they keep doing this run?
They have the Bengals next.
I mean, you got to remember, because I'm looking at the stats, Zay Flowers only caught 1 ball. It's exactly like I said. They implemented everyone in this game. They had to have a complete offense in this game in order for them to win, and that's what they did. Zay Flowers only had 1 catch for 10 yards. Hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, can I ask you this? I'm hearing overreactions now automatically through ESPN, Fox Airwaves, all these airwaves. People are now telling me that the Ravens are the best team in the AFC. Would you go that far now?
No,
Oh, okay.
they still got to get it together.
Okay.
The one
I don't
game.
know. The Chiefs lost Rasheed Rice.
What do you want to talk about that? Because that's the next topic. Mahomes outdoors Herbert to stay undefeated, and he beat the Chargers 17-10. I'm gonna give this to you, Matt, because you're a big Hubie fan. Hey, yo, and remember, you said if he played, he was gonna win,
Absolutely.
and he did play.
He did play. But here's the problem, guys. This is the big problem. Okay.
I don't like the excuses already.
He was missing 2 tackles.
Oh.
That's huge. That is huge. Now, my bad. I didn't take that into account. The run game was not there again. Justin Herbert's running for his life. He's getting hit. I can't even count how many times he got hit. I mean, good night. Can the Chargers please pass block this guy? I mean, it is so bad. Herbert is out there doing it himself. He has no receivers out there. I can't even name the one receiver he threw a touchdown to. Can you name him? I can't. It was so bad. Credit to the Chargers defense, though, keeping Patrick Mahomes, steady. But you know what happens, when freaking Mahomes gets the ball last and with the refs' help, they win again.
Oh man, somebody's gonna be in the comment sections on
I'm
that.
just saying, man.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, I mean, first off, you did tell me last week that there's no defensive line on the Chiefs except one player. So I don't know how they were all coming out,
Once again,
the Chargers O-line
they
like
did
that.
not have an offensive line. They were missing 2
Well, good thing that's
tackles.
good that they only had one defensive lineman, as in Chris
I'm
Jones,
just
and that was
saying,
it.
bro. And that defensive lineman usually lines up to like the right side where Joe Alt plays.
Here's what I'll say, man. I think the Chargers are average at best. This is an 8-9, 9-8 team at most. I don't see anything special on this team. I don't know how many times I keep looking on the sideline, and it looks like Herbert's ankle's taped even more. Have you seen that? It looks like he's got a whole other foot on his on the same ankle that he's hurt on.
And
That boy is taped up.
And he's pushing through.
Yeah, he's pushing through. I don't know if it's even worth it because I'll be honest, they took an L. Not only that, they were up 10-0. Now I heard last week you tell me. Well, I'll tell you, Andy Reid, he's never seen this coach before. He's never seen Harbaugh. And boy, when he saw him, he outplayed him in that Los Angeles. I'm just telling you, if you're gonna beat the Chiefs, you have to outdo Mahomes. And as far as I can see, you even said it, the weapons aren't there. He doesn't have nobody to throw to apparently now. And with that being said, I don't think he's got a chance at all. I think he gets swept now in that matchup.
I mean, you act like Mahomes popped off.
Mahomes made the plays when he had to.
Yeah, in the very last minute.
He made them.
He had the ball. He had the ball last. He had the ball last.
The thing, Herbert made one good pass. It was that touchdown pass. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I didn't see him do much in the game.
To a plumber.
Hey, bro, I tried to tell you about that Harbaugh did that crap.
And I mean, I didn't know that all of a sudden Travis Kelce was going to come back to life. Jeez.
7 for 8.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good for the Chargers. I don't know how this team goes over 10 wins. I don't see how they go above 10 wins.
You act like they're 0-4, man. They're still in.
They're 2-2, but they're sliding down, in my opinion.
Well, I'm not to jump ahead, but I think they got an easy win next week.
Oh, who they got?
There's a team,
because they got to buy first, right?
In the Maha City. Is it next? They have a bye week next week.
They have a bye week, I think, and then they have Denver.
Okay.
Early bye week is not pretty good.
So you're telling me, hang on, you're telling me that Herbert gets an extra week to rest to rest that taped ankle, and then he sees a Denver team.
It was
All
more
I
of a,
know is that
it
Denver
was more of
defense
a
is
blitz.
very underrated. So
How's it underrated?
I think that Denver defense is a top 7 defense in the league right now. I would say top
No,
7.
bro, you're just going off by last
Okay.
game, man.
Hey,
it
that's
was
fine.
it was raining, bro. People were slipping and falling. Come
I'm just
on,
telling you
man.
what I saw. That's all I saw. I've seen Denver go against Baker, Aaron, and Justin Fields. They've held him real well. The only team that popped off on them was the very first game, Geno.
Mhm.
That was it. And we saw when people start getting film on Geno how he looks. We saw that yesterday. So, in my opinion, I think Denver has a top 7 defense. Now, our offense is still struggling and figuring out what we got to do. But, I mean, if you keep the game close, I mean, you even said it yourself. Herbert, if he can't score more than 10, I mean, that's a viable chance to win the game.
Mhm.
So,
It is.
we'll see what happens.
I mean, I guess, man.
All right.
Talking about another spoiler. If we're talking spoilers, let's talk about another spoiler since we're not giving out all these spoilers. Sam Darnold spoiled Jordan Love's return.
Oh boy. Oh
Just
boy.
like we and Jake picked.
Oh boy. Man, you see, this is what I heard all last week or last pod, whatever it was. Hey man, if Love plays, he's gonna pick apart that Vikings defense. What happened? At one point, it was what 28-0. What happened? Love looked confused out there. I tried to tell y'all. I tried. Yo, let this man rest. Yeah, I get it. He came back, but hey, man, threw picks like no other. How many picks did he throw? 2 or 3. It was bad, man. Once again, man, you should have stuck with Malik Willis. You probably would have had a better chance to win that game due to Love's 2 or 3 picks, whatever it was. Hey, man, the Vikings, can he stop them? I don't know. Hopefully next time around, it'll be a better game.
What was the inning score?
31-29.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Better luck next time. I saw Jordan Love come back, probably recovering from that injury. Starts out slow.
Very slow. Very slow.
But then comes out and shows up and shows out and gets Sam
Like I
Darnold scared,
said,
wondering.
when teams have a big time lead like that, they usually get off the gas pedal. Yes or no?
So you're saying that they didn't – there was no chance of Jordan Love outplaying him at the second half?
He didn't outplay him.
In the second half? How much did they score? You just said they had 28 by the first, right? So that means they scored 3 points in the second half. You're telling me he didn't get outscored?
Did they lose?
They lost.
Hey, did he end up winning it? That's what I hear from you all the time. Did they?
All
end up
I know
winning
is
it?
this.
Did they get the W in the end?
All I know is this. Jordan Love came back from an injury from week 1. This is the only thing I was wrong on. He started out slow because he was still trying to figure out his footing. The second he figured out his footing, it was guns blazing. I'm not worried at all. Jordan Love, in my opinion, is still the best quarterback in the NFC, and he showed it in the second half. Being down that much and showing himself who he is, that showed me a lot. Let me tell you this. The Vikings have blown out the Texans and the Giants, and they beat y'all, right? They beat San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
This is the closest game they've had, and that's with an injured Jordan Love that came back. I'm telling you right now, if I'm the Vikings, I better stay winning because that team just showed me that they can keep up with us. And in my opinion, Jordan Love is going to show him next time. When they see him, it's not going to be so lucky for them because he will be healthy. There's a reason you even said, I can't bet on that one between Malik Willis and this because of the whole Jordan Love will be healthier now next time, Jake. Can't do that, right? You said that yourself, that when I was trying to bring up that, man, I'd love to see Malik and then see Jordan later. And he said, well, Jordan gets healthier by then.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan's going to be great next time. This team is still that scary. They're just picking up. See, in my opinion, they're in week 2 right now. I know we're on week 4. They're in week 2 because now they got their quarterback back, and now they're starting to pick up where they left off from the last time they were doing it. I think now more than ever, this team's about to go guns blazing. I would be worried.
By the way, Malik Willis is 2-0 with the Packers. Jordan Love
Mhm.
is 0-2.
You think he a better quarterback?
I think, like I said, I'm going to say it
I'm
again.
just asking that question.
Like I said,
I mean,
I'm
you're
going to say
running
it
with
again,
that.
and I'm going to keep repeating it. The system.
It's the system. It's the system.
Whenever Malik Willis goes 2-0 with this team, it's not the system, right? That makes no sense.
Who did Malik play?
That makes no sense.
Who did Malik play?
I mean, according to you, and I get it. Will Levis, he's a bum.
Oh, don't tell me
they
about Will
had,
again.
but
Boy,
apparently
please
they
don't.
had a great defense.
And what happened to Malik? Wait a minute. What happened to the Titans? Did they not give the game away?
Hey, like you said, and you keep throwing in my face over and over and over again, who got the dub at the very end?
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is put perspective into place. He just played the Vikings that are undefeated. Come on now. What are we doing here? You're reaching a whole bunch right now. I'm just letting you know.
And
I'm
they
just
played
letting you know.
And they played a good Colts team.
A good
Oh,
Colts
that's
team.
easy.
Boy, that dude's
Hey,
smiling as he's saying that.
That Colts team just took out the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, they won without AR. They barely won. Right?
Hey, like you said, and you always throw in my face, they still won.
So you got the Colts. So hey, in my opinion, Matt's got the Colts looking great this year, and I wish Malik would be starting because he's got the Packers with Malik, the Super Bowl champs. I don't know what's going on.
That. I'm just saying the system has a lot to do with it.
The system has a lot to do with it.
Yes.
How come with A-Rod he didn't look this good?
On the Packers, he did look good. What are you talking about?
No. The last season he missed the playoffs.
So you're just going up by last season, right? That
I'm going by Matt LaFleur's system.
You don't want to take account all the other ones.
I'm telling you, if the system's really that good, they shouldn't have a down year. That's what I'm trying to say.
What about the year before that and the year before that?
Okay, and then when he had Jordan Love, the very first 6 games, what happened? The system carries it all.
Yo, last year, look how shitty Jordan Love looked in the beginning of the season.
And when Jordan Love,
and then Matt LaFleur was like, "Hey man, let me sit you down real quick. Let me teach you a little here and here and here and there." And look what happened.
You must have Jordan Love 5th or 6th in top QBs in the NFC. Is that what you got? Or
he's not one. He's not one.
What is
I'll give you that. He's not one.
He is not one.
Who is he? Which one is he then?
He's top 6.
Oh my gosh, man! Slap in the face.
Top 6.
Top 6. You're gonna
6.
regret that when he's in the NFC Championship this year.
Yeah, because of the system.
No, not because of the system. Not because of the system.
Mm-hmm.
Stop that. Wide receiver wise, he doesn't have the wide receivers that are that great. Remember, Christian Watson's out now too.
He has good wide receivers.
Who does he have?
He has that one dude.
What? Who?
I know his last name is Reed, and he had 139 yards this game.
Jordan Reed's his best wide receiver. Other than that, he's got no other wide receivers. He's doing it himself.
You just say, I hate when you do this. Name somebody already did. I give you a name, and you're like, yeah, but that's the outlier.
The fact that you're saying he's a top 6 quarterback compared to all the quarterbacks right now in the NFC.
I didn't say that.
It's crazy.
I didn't.
So you got him top 2, top 3, right?
No.
In the NFC? No. Slap in the face. Slap in the damn face. That sounds like
but since we're talking about QBs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about all the rookie QBs this week. All of them won. We've got Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. With the quarter of the season in, whose season looks the best so far? That is so written horrible.
It's so written horrible. Guess who wrote that?
Yeah. Who looks better? Who looks better so far? Who looks more promising this year? Is it with the quarter of the season in? Who looks more promising?
Jake, I'm taking your admin away, brother.
For real, bro.
Hey, thanks, Jen. He just admitted that he has admin. There you go. He just did it himself. Go ahead.
But you can't take it away from me because I don't have it. So I'm gonna say,
who you asking that to first?
No. I'm gonna say right now with the way I'm gonna say right now with the way the Commanders are going and looking, I'm gonna say Jaden Daniels. He looks like a complete quarterback right now. Until he shows different, I'm just still gonna say Jane Daniels.
All right.
Matt, go ahead.
So obviously, the obvious answer is Jaden Daniels, right? That's the obvious answer. He's winning. He's winning big. We all know it. We all see it. He's looking good. But there's another quarterback.
Bo Nix?
Is there
Bo
now?
Nix?
There is another quarterback that just won another game.
Malik Willis?
And he is getting better and better and better every single week. Hey, man. Caleb Williams. Ladies and gentlemen.
Better.
He is absolutely he's getting better. What are you talking about? Absolutely. Now, I'm not saying that he's better than Jaden Daniels right now. Like I said, Jaden Daniels is the obvious pick. But all I'm saying is
when you start at the
Caleb
bottom,
Williams is getting better and better and better every single week.
When you start at the bottom, you can only go up.
Absolutely.
I hate to put perspective, but apparently in this pod, only I do that. So I'm going to have to do it right here.
Main character.
I'm no hater in Jaden Daniels. No hater. And he looked phenomenal. But can we put perspective where it's due? Right now, the Giants don't have a good defense. The team that they did lose to, the Bucs, that has an okay defense, looks bad. He didn't look as great. Okay? So you play the Giants. We now admit that the Bengals are not a good defense at all. It's literally Burrow has to score 30-plus or he's going to lose the game. That's what we figured out now. And then you play the Cardinals, who have a bad defense. In my opinion, I would love – I know we had to do it for the quarter of the season. I would love to see the next two games and come back to this question because he has the Browns, who have a good defense. Now, I do know he gets to play Deshaun, who gives the ball up too, or doesn't even try to score. Gosh. Or he has the Ravens, which is another good defense. I just want to put in perspective that there's a guy I know, Bo Nix, the mother trucking fix, who's gone after 3 elite defenses, and he's 2-2 right now. I'm just saying, the Seahawks are a great defense. We know the Steelers are. When they played the same Bucs team that Jaden Daniels played, Bo Nix killed them. And then if you come back to it, he just played a Jets defense who's decent and did the unthinkable and beat A-Rod with 10 days off of rest. Mind you, the Jets had 10 days off, and they outplayed them. I'm just saying, put 2 and 2 together, guys.
Do me a real quick favor. Look up Bo Nix's stat line real quick from that Jets game. Go ahead and look it up. Just enlighten me real quick. Enlighten me. Let's just see what pops up.
Feel the air.
I'm just saying. I'm waiting for you, Juan, because from what I saw from Bo Nix, he did not beat anybody.
You know what's frustrating, Juan? A week and a half ago, Matt told me, man, he still hasn't thrown a touchdown. He finally does it. Now it's not good enough.
And guess what? Whenever Juan finally gets off his dinosaur internet, 4 weeks ago, you told me that Caleb Williams looked like shit because he threw under 100 yards.
Absolutely.
And they still won the game.
Hold on. Did they win because of what he did?
What in the world
did Will Levis give them that game? We just
brought
brought up Will Levis.
Did Bo do?
Bo played smart football.
Y'all were a field goal away from losing that game.
See, this is how I know you're missing the game. We missed a field goal right before that, Matt.
Y'all were does not matter who had the ball last. Y'all were a field
So wait a minute. We're counting their missed field goal, but we can't count ours.
Y'all were a field goal away from losing the game.
How are we counting their missed field goal, but not counting ours that we forgot? Not only that.
If you want to play that game, let's count the whole game then.
Absolutely. There was a fumble that the refs missed, and I called this game from the freaking get-go, which pisses me off more. I said A-Rod was going to get every damn flag that he could get. The only reason they had points was because of flag and pass interference in the red zone.
Penalized more than y'all.
No. But their penalties, our penalties hurt us more because it put them in the red zone.
No. Don't do that. That one catch that got him in the red zone, I think it was Alan Lazard. He did that a bull crab, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Absolutely.
Brought him back.
No. But before that, they were at the 1 for 4. This is why I'm saying this is a great defense. They were on the 1 because we did a pass interference call. He couldn't score the damn ball with 10 days off with A-Rod. Come on, man. You had this Jets team
You
making the
keep
damn
going
playoffs.
off by 10 days of rest whenever
They
it
had
was,
10 days off.
whenever it was crappy weather.
Oh,
anyone's
man. We're
ball
giving
game.
A-Rod so excuses, man.
Yeah, and you're giving Bo Nix way too much freaking credit.
A-Rod fumbled the damn ball in the middle of the game because we used the challenge. Because we used the challenge earlier and the refs can't see with their own damn eyes that he dropped the damn ball. They counted it as down. We had to sit there and take that. It was a bad, embarrassing freaking game, man. I was pissed. Go ahead,
I would
Juan.
be pissed too if my quarterback was only throwing 60 freaking yards.
He won the game.
He
and
did
had
not
the touchdown that you wanted him to get.
No. You cannot say that you at one point your defense won the game and then you say Bo Nix won you the game.
No. The defense did everything they had to do. And Bo Nix, playing smart, never turned the ball
Playing smart, or was it Sean Payton putting him in a little jar and saying, hey, man, I don't want you to screw this one up?
Oh, not. See, we never give Bo Nix credit.
What credit do you want?
It's
like
Bo,
I said,
it's
4 weeks
Sean's
ago,
reason.
you gave Caleb Williams shit for not throwing over 100
Will
yards.
Levis threw
All
a
of a
damn
sudden,
pick.
you
It's
want
a
to
damn
give
red
Bo
zone.
Nix
What
credit
the
for
hell
60 yards.
What are
It
you
makes
talking
no
about?
freaking sense, dude. No sense.
Will Levis
You
threw the
have to
ball
stay
to the other team
consistent,
and said,
Jay.
here you go, take
You
the
have
game.
to stay consistent.
Oh, my
You
gosh.
cannot shit on one quarterback and then give all the credit to this Bo Nix guy because you're a freaking Denver fan.
Real quick, Matt. Week 1, did they both have the same amount of rest before they got to play? Yes or no?
Who?
Did the Titans and the Bears have the same amount of rest?
This is what you're just doing. You're going off by because
You
A-Rod
wanted
had
to go to
10
week
days
1.
of rest.
I'm going to week 1 for you.
That's what
I'm
you're
going to
going
that
off by.
game.
That's what you're going off by.
I'm going to the game you wanted me to compare it to. And I'm asking you, before the game started, did they both have the same amount of rest together?
Well, like I said, and I'm going to keep repeating it, you're just going off by the 10 days of rest, right?
The 10 days of rest. You have A-Rod, who is an experienced quarterback. My quarterback who threw a touchdown. A-Rod was in the red zone 4 times and couldn't get a touchdown once.
Yeah, because they kept on deciding to run the ball and they could not get in.
Why didn't they trust A-Rod?
That's
I know why. Because you want to talk
Not
about
only
those
that,
penalties?
how many false starts do they have in the red zone?
That's where I was about to
To
go.
bring them back.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
You're going to blame that on A-Rod.
Oh my gosh, Matt! Everybody's blaming A-Rod.
Yes,
he was trying to hard count them the whole game.
Absolutely, I agree with you on that. 100%.
That's on A-Rod.
It's on A-Rod, bro.
What are we talking about?
I agree with you. It's dumb doing that right on the 1 yard line. I agree. But I'm just saying.
Matt, after the third or fourth false start, are you really noticing, hey, this trick that I do that helps me out ain't really working because I'm moving back instead of them moving up. Don't you think after the fourth false start, they should have known that? Shouldn't have A-Rod figured that out by the third false start? Hey, you know what? I'm not moving 5 yards up. I keep moving 5 yards back.
So what I'm hearing from you is that the
pause.
Broncos didn't win this game. The Jets really lost this game.
Oh my gosh. Bo Nix outplayed A-Rod.
Don't say Bo Nix. No, 60 yards, bro, is outplaying Aaron Rodgers.
12 for 25 at that for 60 yards.
Yes, bro. Stop, man. Stop with this Bo Nix
12
shit,
for 25.
Bro.
And
60
still
yards.
Had the touchdown that A-Rod could not get 4 times.
I give you, right? I give you. You know, Bo Nix won the game. Sean Payton put him in a position to win the game.
Thank you.
All right, but you're not going to sit here and say that he outplayed Aaron Rodgers.
Yes or no, Juan? The week before, he goes to Tampa Bay, beats him, and now goes to New York and beats him at his home as well. That's not impressive as a rookie?
You do know it's 24 for 42, 225 yards.
Absolutely. But how many touchdowns did he have?
It says goose egg.
A goose egg. The experienced quarterback. By the way, these teams, I keep saying this, these teams have separate predictions at the beginning of the year. Everybody had the Jets making the playoffs or borderline playoffs. Yes, they did, Juan. Majority had that. The Broncos were counted for 5 damn wins all season. They went into New York and busted their ass.
How many wins
Stop
do you have
that.
right now? How many wins do you have right now?
How many what?
Wins do you have right now?
We have 2. Oh, okay. You better keep counting one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Golly, man. Y'all guys frustrate me on that.
Oh, look, shocker, man. On that scoring drive that y'all had, Bo Nix threw one 29-yard pass and everything else was a run. But it was all Bo Nix, though.
Bo Nix did what he had to do to win
Makes
that
no
game.
sense, dude. You're not making sense.
Man, this guy does not get
That
any credit.
29-yard pass that he did was half of the entire game, by the way. And then everything
All
else was run.
How long has A-Rod been in the league?
We're going up by experience now. That's what we're doing.
I'm asking this. Who has a better defense, the Jets or the Broncos?
I mean, according to you, it's the freaking Broncos.
I'm saying it, but in general, what does everybody say?
The Jets.
Okay. So Bo Nix had to deal with a tougher defense.
Yes, and that's why he only got 60 yards, my guy.
That's fine. What
That's
did A-Rod
fine.
do when it
The
counted?
inconsistency in this dude, bro, is
What did
crazy
A-Rod
to
do
me.
when it counted?
You just said that's fine. Like that was gonna be
Right,
the end all be all.
merch. We're gonna put that on a shirt.
Please
Dead
don't.
ass.
Like, you
Because
just-
in the end, what I saw was Bo Nix when it counted most.
No.
He took his team to get in the end zone because that's what changed that game. And then they practically hand gave A-Rod two free chances, and he still lost. That's embarrassing. Gosh, man. That's fine. I want to know this. Hold on, real quick one. I want to know this. What game? Can you look up the games that Denver plays? Which game do you finally give respect to Bo?
Whenever he doesn't throw 60 yards, dude, what's
So
going
the
on?
week before, he busted up Baker's ass, who you at one point said he was an MVP favorite. Does that not count as a good one?
He busted Baker's ass whenever he didn't even throw a touchdown.
Oh,
You're so
wait a minute.
inconsistent,
Hold on
bro.
here. You just said A-Rod
Come on,
outplayed
man.
him with yards.
Come
Now he had
on,
yards
man.
last game.
Hey, first off, bro, you're yelling, bro. Getting
What?
to your head right now. I never said Aaron Rodgers outplayed him.
So hold on. So did Bo outplay him then?
Getting to your head.
No. Did Bo outplay him then?
See, with the 60 yards?
Did he
No,
outplay him?
No. That run game that y'all have and that defense outplayed him.
Between the quarterbacks, who outplayed who?
Not Bo.
So then are you saying A-Rod outplayed him then?
Not Bo.
So did A-Rod outplay him?
Not Bo.
He won't answer. One, how do I get it? So then when Bo Nix outplays Baker but didn't have a touchdown, it don't mean nothing. By the way, A-Rod had more yards but didn't win the damn game. Bo went into freaking Tampa Bay and busted that boy's ass. Made him look dumb. And then he went to the Eagles and whooped him. It's crazy.
He went to
Start
the Eagles.
respecting Bo. This
Baker
team is
went
real.
to the Eagles
Huh?
and whooped them.
Bo beat Baker just went to the Eagles and beat him.
I know. What's your
what
point
happened
on
last
that?
week? Against Bo.
Dude, you're
He
hyping
didn't
up
do
Bo.
crap.
You're hyping up Bo so much.
He
Yo,
didn't do
so
crap.
the Broncos' next 5 games, okay?
Go ahead, Juan.
They've got the Raiders, the Chargers, the Saints, the Panthers, and the Ravens.
Okay. Does any of those games look to you that you could get respects?
It sounds like a cakewalk to me.
Oh, now it sounds like a cakewalk.
Sounds like a cakewalk.
Say
I
them
mean,
again.
you got
Say
them again,
Juan,
you got
'cause
the
there's
Raiders.
two teams this guy picks up.
You got the Raiders, right? Cakewalk. You got a broken down Chargers team. Which I'm still. What do you mean? Hang on. They have a broken down Chargers
So a broken
team.
down Chargers team. He was confident in them beating the Chiefs last week.
You got,
and now this week they can't beat the Broncos.
You got an overrated Saints team. Overrated.
You skipped that Panthers one.
No,
they
it's
play
Saints
the
and
Panthers
Panthers.
after.
Okay.
Patience, my young one.
Saints,
and then they got the Panthers.
I know you have Andy Dalton as the greatest quarterback that ever lived. Go ahead, keep going.
Never said that.
He gonna lose that one?
He you know what I'm saying?
So we lose to them too?
So by what you're saying, your standards are gonna go 4-0 on those next 4 games.
I would be very happy we go 3-1. I think we go 2-2 again. 2-2.
Are you just playing the safe card or what?
No. That's not a safe card at all. You have the Raiders and Chargers. Where are those games at? First off, one.
They're both at
Divisional
home.
games count
They're
wherever
both
they're
at
at.
home. They're both
They're both at home.
In Denver?
Does that mean home? Do y'all play in Denver? Is that where y'all play?
I'm asking
play
a
at
simple question.
home.
This guy's getting mad. Come on.
No
I'm
one's
asking a
getting
simple
mad, bro.
question.
You're the only one that's yelling right now.
Denver,
Turning red
in
like a little
Denver,
tomato.
we should win one or not both those games. Now,
Out of the four games, hold on. Out of the 4 games, you guys only travel to the Saints.
okay. If we lose that, I think we lose to the Saints because I told you that's the hardest team
No,
in the
it's
NFC.
not.
In my
Relax. Get the fuck out of here.
We'll
Sorry
see what
for
happens
cussing,
on
but
that.
damn, dude.
We'll see what happens. Calm it down. Don't you worry. We'll see what happens there.
Oh God,
I'm not running away
hottest
from that at
team.
all. We'll lose to the Saints. And if I'm going to pick one or the other, I think we'll lose to the Chargers. But we'll go 2-2.
They're the hottest team, but they've lost 2 in a row.
Don't worry. The Saints have something coming. They see them Bucks pretty soon. They have somebody to cover Mike Evans. Don't worry. That's what I don't understand about the Eagles. You cover Mike Evans. Baker can't throw it to anybody else.
Chris
Come on,
Godwin.
man. Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Shaking my head.
Mm-hmm.
It says quick hits on Monday night games. What do you want to talk about the Monday night games? We had Seattle and the Lions, and we had the Titans and the
Miami one
Dolphins.
first, because the Miami one was telling to me. Here's what it tells me. Miami's now out of the playoffs completely. I don't think they can come back. I know when Tua comes back. Now, remember, he's on IR for 4 weeks. I don't know. I know he's trying to fight to come back, but for sure he's out 4 weeks. I think whatever happens, Miami just gets on a losing streak. They don't come back. That now opens up another playoff spot. This is why I said Denver looks like they can do what they got to do to get in the playoffs. Okay. I'm getting laughed at today. For some reason. But I just saw this guy outdo it. Not only that, Matt, the Dolphins lost. You have them Chargers that promising. They should make a playoff spot. So I want to see what happens there too.
Mm-hmm.
So in my opinion, that game was huge to me to let me know the Dolphins are falling off and it's only going to look worse. That's why I wanted to get that game out of the way. That game opened up a whole playoff spot, in my opinion. And if we're really thinking about it, the Browns are not from. I'm thinking of the last year's playoff spot, the playoff teams. I don't see how the Browns do it again. I think we already see that live. They lost to the damn Raiders. And then the Dolphins don't look so good. I think the Bills went off of just winning in that division. My gosh. But it doesn't look good. And I think open teams, Bengals are struggling. I think like I said, they got to score 30 plus. The AFC is wide open for these wild card teams. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that. I have a question, and this might be an overreaction.
Go ahead.
Is Mike McDaniels on the hot seat? Is he too dependent, like reliable, whatever?
He's reliable. He's reliable on having a good quarterback.
I'm just
You're gonna sit here and say that Tyler Huntley or Skylar Thompson are the answer.
No, but he's supposed to be this like great offensive head coach.
Right, but at some point you have to win with a good quarterback. You can't.
So, do you see them grabbing a quarterback?
I don't.
To save their season, they have to go grab another quarterback. You can't depend on Tua.
Which quarterback do you grab?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who would you go out there?
Who's out there right now that you would be?
I mean, the rumors were Jimmy Garoppolo, but I think the Rams would probably either
Jimmy Garoppolo would fit in that offense.
Try to fleece him for a whole lot or what, but
I'm just saying.
I don't think there's and people might even scream Trey Lance, which it would be a ridiculous move.
Gosh.
But I'm just saying, I don't think.
What about that? What about that one quarterback y'all love so much?
Who?
That one quarterback in Carolina that y'all think that he deserves a second chance.
We can't talk about him.
Wow.
What about him?
Let him wait. Let him
what do you
wait.
mean let him wait? You want him to give him a second chance. I think that's a good opportunity down there with Mike McDaniels Why not?
You're not giving him a fair chance.
You're not giving him a fair chance. You're
not giving him a fair chance having to learn a new offense that fast.
Y'all's argument with him that he had no weapons. He goes to Miami. Oh my gosh, it's weapon overlord.
The one thing I worry about, this is the only issue I ever had with Mike McDaniels, and I heard him say it once. He loves his sports cars. What I mean by that is he loves those wide receivers. He loves all that. The thing is, at the same time, Mike McDaniels, the one thing he really needs, he needs an O-line. You know, he needs that stove, bro. I know that Ferrari outside looks good, but now you can't cook food inside. You ain't got time. He needs the appliances in his house more than he needs that sports car out there. And I think if you put Bryce Young in that situation, it does not look good. Because you're making him have to learn another. Listen, you're making him have to learn another offensive scheme. He's already lost a little bit of confidence. I don't know their schedule, but Miami made the playoffs last year. It's not like they're going to have a poo-poo schedule. I'm worried about Mike McDaniels as in the aspect of I hate that they signed Tua. I said it from the beginning. You shouldn't have signed that guy. I'm just being real. He's injury prone. He can only give you – he's Carson Palmer of this decade, in my opinion. The most he'll give you is a divisional round playoff spot. So if I'm them, I would honestly lose out. I know you just paid, but I've seen two other teams pay a quarterback and regret it after. One's thriving with a rookie, and the other one's still dealing with Deshaun. I'm telling you right now, if I'm Mike McDaniels, I tank this. I honestly look up and I say, look, Shador's out there. Quinn's out there.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. They lose out, Matt. If Shador gets on this team, is this not automatically? This is the real Caleb's lookup. You should be looking at this team as a chance to win a Super Bowl. Not what Caleb was promising and then empty promises like that. That would be a dangerous team with Caleb. Because he's used to having no offensive line and still making plays.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Juan.
So the next three games they have, the Dolphins. It's the Pats, the Colts, and the Cards.
The Pats is a good defense. I heard Matt tell me that the Colts are decent off of their record.
Who?
And then who is the last one?
I mean, they look pretty good. Joe Flacco. Colts, I'll tell you what.
Pats, the Colts, and the Cardinals.
Boy,
the Cardinals is the only easy one.
You don't think the Pats, the Patriots?
You're not going to. They can win that one, but I thought they were going to win this one. You know what I mean? I didn't think they were going to lose to the Titans. The guy that gives you a free turnover each game? Come on,
I'm pretty sure Mason Rudolph finished the game.
I'm just saying. It was a blowout. What was the game? Like 37-12 or something?
It's bad.
31-12.
31-12. That was bad to watch.
If they keep losing like this against bad teams, you don't see Mike McDaniels at least.
That is crazy that you're putting that on him.
Like, come on.
Yeah, but what are they going to give up? What can they give up to get?
Like
the Dolphins haven't been relevant in years, and Mike McDaniels shows you something, and you want to let him
What
go.
have they done?
They've made the playoffs back-to-back years.
Oh boy.
They're stagnant on their freaking quarterback.
And I don't mean this to go to like a San Francisco topic, but we do great every year. And which guy on this podcast has Kyle Shanahan on the hot seat every freaking year?
I don't have him on the hot seat. I just said eventually Marty Schottenheimer goes 14-2 all the time. Eventually the Chargers had to move on from him. Andy Reid had a great Eagles career. Eventually you had to move on. I'm just saying, in my opinion, and I've guessed this, and I've told you this, I think Kyle Shanahan's Super Bowl championship doesn't come in San Francisco.
If, like I said, I don't want this to San Francisco topic. If Mike McDaniels, which they won't finish last, but let's say they finish third place, there's no like looks at him saying, is this really the guy?
Did he handpick Tua?
He loves Tua.
Did he handpick Tua?
He adopted Tua.
Tua was given to him and said, hey, fix this.
You just
Tua
said
McDaniels.
adopted.
Tua McDaniels. Might as well call him that.
Like I said, I think the reason why he's so nice to him is because, and Tua just explained it in the offseason, Brian Flores was so mean to me. That bull crap. Stop that. The only reason Mike McDaniels was that friendly to him was because of what Brian Flores did to him. He knew he had to be nice to this soft guy. Come on, man. Be real. If we're going to be real, let's be real.
He got him his confidence back, though. You got to give him that. He did give him
He
his
gave him
confidence
his confidence back. Absolutely. But what I'm saying is, I don't think Mike McDaniels picks him. If it's up to Mike McDaniels.
There was rumors last offseason that Mike McDaniels was on the hot seat. And he made the playoffs.
I don't know.
So if they miss the playoffs, you don't think those will cook?
With his quarterback being hurt?
His quarterback's always hurt, Jake.
I think he has.
His quarterback's always hurt.
So move on from the quarterback. Don't move on from him.
They just paid him, bro. He ain't going nowhere.
That would be the dumbest move if I see you move on. Because we've seen Tua without Mike McDaniels. I know that. Did y'all see that too? Because I sure saw it.
With the defensive head.
Boy looked like Mac Jones.
Hey, that's another one good one too. Mac Jones to Miami.
Stop, man. Guy's gone.
What about the other guy?
Good XFL
What other guy?
He was a backup for the Jets.
Who? Zach Wilson?
There you go.
I'm just saying.
Denver
I think that's a reach. I'm just saying it's a reach to me. That's a reach on him. Now, if he does it with a healthy Tua, maybe you got something. But come on, man. He's making the playoffs with his average quarterback.
If he makes the playoffs this year with an average quarterback, Skylar Thompson or so, I'm just saying they need to make a move if they're going to make the playoffs. You don't throw this season away.
Sometimes there's no moves to be made.
They have a team, Jake. They're just missing a quarterback. Stop.
I don't know.
Yeah, but who? Okay, realistically, who would you go get?
Like I said, I don't like this guy. I hate him with a passion. Jimmy Garoppolo. He knows the system. He knows it. Tell me I'm wrong, Juan.
No, you're not wrong.
Mac Jones is perfectly capable. I'm going to be honest. Hey, Mac Jones should be starting in Jacksonville. That's all I got to say. Because that other bum ain't doing shit. Mac Jones.
He's got to stop with that.
I mean, come on, man.
All right. We'll see what happens. But in my opinion, if I'm Mike McDaniels and I want to get a clean slate for me, I keep losing. I'm sorry. I keep losing. You have Shedeur and Quinn coming next year.
Right, but I agree with Matt that they just paid him.
They're not moving off.
Even if they do,
there's Juan. Yes or no? Yes or no, Juan? Because I already proved everybody wrong with that Broncos one. We knew we moved on from Russ that fast. Do the Browns move on from Deshaun if he fails this season? Yes or no?
No.
What? They don't move on from him.
I'm honest. If they don't, Kevin Stefanski's getting fired.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. What the hell?
Now, will they draft a quarterback? Yes, but they will not move out from Deshaun.
Hold on. They'll draft a quarterback. You don't think Deshaun gets that and gets the writing on the wall? That's a writing on the wall, Juan.
No one's gonna pick up Deshaun. Deshaun.
What I'm saying is, doesn't
showing
Deshaun
you that he is
see
not
that?
the guy
Hey, wait a minute.
Y'all
Y'all paid me, but you're getting another quarterback in the offseason? That's not telling him something? He ain't reading the writing on the wall?
Deshaun has had plenty. Has Deshaun not had plenty of opportunities to get this team back to where it's supposed to be?
Absolutely, but he sucked every time. I've been telling him at this. Man, at one point,
That's my point exactly.
He had a great 2017-2018 season. But ever since he's came back from that masseuse crap, the guy hasn't looked great at all.
I agree with you there. That's what I'm saying. If they draft a quarterback, you can no longer look at Deshaun and be like, why are they doing this? You look at Deshaun and say, this is why we're drafting a quarterback. That's my whole point.
I think you cut ties with him after this season. If they don't make the playoffs and they just made the playoffs with Joe Flacco's 39-year self, come on, man. That's embarrassing.
Joe Flacco beat, the undefeated Steelers, bro.
I'm wondering why the Browns didn't keep him. We saw this mess last year with Deshaun.
We're staying too much on this team. The next one is
right.
Seattle and LA. Oh, wait.
I think
No,
Seattle
Seattle
was
and the Lions.
exposed.
My bad.
This is why I wanted to bring them up. Seattle was exposed. Please bring up that. I know you like to bring up what is that saying you always do? Go ahead and put it on there real quick.
Which one?
You know which one. You always bring him up whenever he
lost it. I
wins.
think we got
Might as well put it
deleted.
out when he
I think
loses
it got
too.
deleted. I think he deleted it.
Oh, of course we did now. Guy looked like crap against an elite team on the NFC.
He looked
This
like
is the one
crap.
thing I can't
He
stand
looked
about
like
the
crap at almost threw 400 yards.
They
But he looked
didn't
like
do,
crap.
they lost pretty bad, bro.
Absolutely, they lost, but 400 yards. He looked like crap though. I don't know, bro. You're so inconsistent.
All I know is this: you talked down on Jared Goff last week and said, "Oh, he's not looking so hot."
He isn't. Wow, one good game, bro.
Oh, he's 3-1 right now for a reason. He's 3-1,
Yeah,
and he destroyed
because,
Seattle.
because those running backs.
Oh man, you got to stop with that, bro. Stop hating on him.
I'm not hating on him. He's a good quarterback, but he's not. They're not winning because of him. They won because of him this past game.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I want to bring up. I just think Seattle's a fraud. I don't see them as that serious. I think they're fraudulent. They're probably the 5th or 6th best team in the NFC. I'll be honest with you.
They have the Giants next.
Okay, I mean that's a free win. Everybody gets to play them and gets a free win.
And then they play San Francisco.
You call that a free win? I sure don't see that one.
That goes either way. Division game.
Stop.
Goes either way.
Y'all have been owning Geno since he's played for that team.
We've also been owning Sean McVay, and look what happened.
Sean McVay's a different animal.
I didn't see that this past weekend.
Like I said, when he plays y'all, he's a different animal. When it counts the most to him, that's what I'll say.
Counts the most.
And all I know is NFC Championship, it counted the most to him. He showed up. And then this last game that he had to play you, that was a must-win for them from not going 0-3. Showed up. I'm just saying.
Who did the
Geno has never shown me nothing.
By the way.
Huh?
Who did the Rams just lose to?
Those are the Bears.
Oh, okay.
The injuries are finally catching up to them. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I said this on the last part. I'll say it again. Sean McVay has to now come up with a game plan to outsmart even bad teams. He doesn't have a roster.
After excuse.
Okay.
When they win, Sean McVay, he drew up a great scheme. When they lose, well, injuries.
I'm saying he has to draw up a scheme like no other every single week. And he has to win off of 12 to 15 plays because of their horrid wide receiver roster they have now.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting the excuses that come out of this guy. It's disgusting. I can't stand
the excuses.
Whenever, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on.
All right. The next one won.
Boy.
So on Thursday night, we have the Bucks versus the Falcons. Many people are high on one of the quarterbacks. The other one just doing along to get along. Matt, who do you have on the Thursday night game?
Oh boy. You already know who I have. Tampa Bay, baby. Tampa Bay all day. Baker Mayfield looking good. Yeah, he had one bad game. It was a fluke. It was a fluke win for Denver. We all know it. Baker looked great this past week. You know him. Always, did great on my fantasy team. Thank you, Baker. Yeah, Baker winning this one. Buccaneers all day.
Just short week. I don't know if they trust Kirk or not. I know Kirk and them won. I think it was more of the running game that the Saints didn't establish. And you know that for the Saints to be great, they have to establish that running game they had in the first 2 weeks. I still think they can be hot, and I think they'll win that division. The Saints still will. In my opinion, these guys are fighting for second. I think the Bucks look a little better right now. This is the key matchup to me. And I don't know how you didn't follow this, Eagles, but I can tell why. They're just average, and I said this from the beginning. That NFC East is NFC least. They're the worst. That whole entire division just gets their ass whooped. Now, I was wrong about the Commanders. The Commanders look decent. I just want to see what they do against a good defense. I want to see if their offense stays that well. But in the end, I think the Buccaneers should win this game. If A.J. Terrell stays locked up against Mike Evans and Baker can't just throw it up and say, here, please help me, then I do think the Atlanta wins this game. I'm going to say they do. I think the Falcons figure that out. They say, hey, we saw what Denver did. It wasn't fluky. If you stop Mike Evans, you stop that offense because Baker can't do nothing throwing it to anybody else. So I think Atlanta will win this in an upset 23-17, and I think they win this one.
Atlanta's favorite too.
Okay, well, they're going to win.
Well,
Proud of
it's
them.
not an upset though.
Baker better start winning is all I know. He better keep winning because he got them Saints soon.
Yeah, it's real scary.
Okay.
Scary.
One, who you got? One? You pick anybody?
I said I had the Bucks.
Oh, my gosh.
Baker doing Baker things, bro.
He
Baker
sure
doing
is.
Baker things.
Inconsistent at best.
So the Commanders have the Browns. Are the Browns not? I know we can't get too much into this, but
Yeah, we'll get into that later. But you can give us a hint on what you're trying to say.
you said that Jaden Daniels, as far as you want to see him play an elite defense. What's an elite defense?
I think the Browns have a decent defense. That's why I said the Browns and Ravens. If I see him put up 42 against the Browns, I'm gonna have to look at him and say, "Damn, he really is that good." I just don't see him putting up 42 again. If he puts up 31 or 35, I even will look at him and say, "Damn, they're really looking. That offense is clicking."
Okay, that was just my question. I
If
was
he
probably going to be
does
something we
that,
talk about.
here's what I'll say also. If he does that, would you not say they're the favorites to win the NFC East?
Hey, you're giving away too much of the goods. Save it for the next one. Relax.
All right.
Take a breather. All right, my brother?
Well,
That's
I'm
a
just
topic
trying
we
to
can
say,
have.
He's been hot
yes
all
or no on
along.
this. If they win those next two games, do they look promising to win the NFC East after what we've seen from Dallas and what we saw from the Eagles this past week?
We them boys. Yep, I believe so.
Okay.
Like
That's
I
what I was
said,
trying to get at.
I'm not going to say anything else. I was about to go in, but I'm not going to go in. Jake, you're baiting, and that's not a good thing.
I'm not baiting. Go ahead. Keep going.
Anything else you guys want to get into?
Hey, man. Appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate it.
Can I ask you a question, Matt, or you want to save it to the next part?
What question are you gonna ask? No steak dinner, guys. Sorry, guys.
Thanks a lot.
DK Metcalf and Tyreek Hill screwed me. It is what it is.
I had called that Purdy one, and you thought I was hating.
Well, he threw 3 touchdowns on one drive, man. So.
He's got to stop doing that.
You ain't got nothing else to say?
Wrap it up.
Matt,
Wrap it up. We're good.
Matt, say you appreciate the love, bro. Come on, give the fans something.
Thanks, guys.
Such a cheap bastard. Yeah, we really do appreciate all the love we've been getting here recently. Like I said, I've always been asking for the comments, and we appreciate the comments. And hey, what can I say? When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. If I was going to be completely wrong about it, I would have came on here and ate crow about it as well. It just feels good to get a dub. That's all I will say. So leave more comments. We'll react to the comments and we'll do this here live. Maybe it'll become a segment. We don't know. But like, comment, subscribe, do all those gay things. We're also on Spotify. If you don't want to watch our beautiful faces, go to Spotify. Listen, Jake's going to be making more clips on TikTok. We're also on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Follow the TikTok.
Congrats.
With that being said, the Final Say Pod.
We
y'all
out.
have a good one.
See y'all Friday.
Bye.